Greg, thanks for joining me, brother. Good to catch up finally.
My pleasure, Kyle.
So tell me where you are.
Right now, I'm in Mielec, Poland. That's where I live currently.
Okay, so that's down in the south of Poland.
Yeah, southeast Poland, not too far away from Krakow.
Awesome. And yeah, I'm in Australia, in South Australia today, and I've just realised it's 8 degrees here, and I'm wearing 2 jackets, and you're in Poland in a t-shirt. How cold is it? How warm is it there?
Yeah, I noticed that. It's 25 degrees Celsius here in Poland right now, so it's actually pretty warm. It's warmer in Poland than it is in Australia.
Yeah, and growing up, I just never thought that was possible, but shows what I know.
Right.
Yeah. So Greg, tell us about the YouTube channel you run, and maybe start with what's the name of it and how long has it been running?
Okay, well, I have a YouTube channel called Bible Flockbox, and it's a Christian YouTube channel. I upload videos revolving around the Bible and Christian topics. Now, I've been uploading videos to this channel ever since 2014. Currently, there are over 500,000 subscribers and about 52 or 53 million video views. It reaches a lot of people with messages from the gospel all around the world.
Nice. Is there other Adventist YouTube channels as big as yours or bigger than yours?
I think there's some that are catching up, like Amazing
Okay.
Prophecies and Hope Through Prophecy. And I know Mark and Dustin who run those channels as well. But I don't know if there's any other English-speaking Adventist YouTube channels that have 500,000 subscribers besides my channel.
Awesome. And so how long did you say you were going for? Sorry?
Since 2014, so that's about 6
14.
years now.
6 years, wow. Have you been full-time at that for 6 years, or is it just like a hobby of yours that you do in your spare time?
Well, it was a hobby of mine for a few years, and I've been doing full-time, I think, for like at least 2 years now.
Right. Have you been involved in any other creative projects like this, or is this like the first one that you've sunk all your time into?
Well, I've had other YouTube channels which were not Christian YouTube channels, which revolved around technology and also home videos that I made of like funny and cute things that me and my family have done together. But I don't really upload to those channels too much anymore because my channel, Bible Flockbox, demands so much of my time. It's my full-time job right now.
Yeah, wow. How did you decide on that being the thing? Like, what does Bible Flockbox even mean? That's not a common term that I would use in Australia. Is that a common saying over there, or what?
No, it's not. When I started my YouTube channel, actually before 2014, I had another channel that was called Bible Flockbox as well, which I started in 2011. But I started this new channel in 2014 because I was having issues with YouTube, and starting a new channel resolved those issues. But how it all got started is I used to live in the United States. As a matter of fact, I grew up in the United States. But before coming to Poland, I actually spent 8 years in federal prison. When I was younger, I was involved in a life of crime, and I got arrested when I was around 23 years old for drug trafficking and gun possession. While I was in prison, I became a Christian, and I got involved in evangelism and sharing my faith. And so I would do different things to share my faith with other people, like share Christian books or do one-on-one Bible studies. Now, when I got released from federal prison, since I did not have United States citizenship, I got deported to Poland because that's my country of origin. I was born here, and I had Polish citizenship. I didn't have United States citizenship, but I still wanted to continue on with my evangelism, with sharing my faith. And it was hard for me to do that with Polish people because I only knew like the basics of Polish, and it really wasn't enough to do evangelism. And so I was looking for an outlet in which I can do that in English. And that's when I discovered YouTube and started uploading Christian videos to YouTube.
Yeah, wow. 8 years in prison. Wow, that's intense. Were you having like dreams of mission projects while you were in prison, or was it like afterwards you got out, you thought, okay, what can I do now?
Yeah, it was afterwards. It was like, what can I do now? And that's when I came across YouTube. And oh, in terms of what my channel means, I don't think I answered that yet,
Mm.
but you asked me that. Flock, that's like in terms of followers of Jesus are called sheep in the Bible. So flock is like a flock of sheep,
Yeah.
Christians. And box, that's an old American metaphor for TV. So it's like biblical TV for Christians.
Awesome.
It's interesting and different and maybe a little unusual. But when I started my channel, I wanted to have a name which was different than any other Christian channels out there. And I had ideas about some names already, but every time I looked them up, they would be taken. So I would get frustrated. And then this name came to my mind, and I was like, there can't be a channel with this name. And so I created a channel with this name, Bible Flockbox, and it's stuck. And actually, people tell me they like it.
Yeah, I guess it is actually quite memorable as well because it's not like anything else you've heard.
Right.
How do you then decide on your content? Like, obviously, it's going to be biblical content, but have you chosen just to stick with a specific theme that's worked better than other themes? Did you trial a number of themes and decide that one worked better than the other?
Yeah, well, there's three categories of video which I have noticed work the best for me, and that's list videos. Like one of my most popular videos is entitled 10 Facts About the Mark of the Beast Satan Doesn't Want You to Know. And if you go to my channel page, you'll notice I have a whole playlist of list videos. Now, that video about the Mark of the Beast has over 1 million views today, and I uploaded that a couple of years ago. Also, answering Bible questions is another category of videos which worked really well for me, and making videos about Bible prophecy. And besides that, when deciding on what kind of video to make, I pray about it. I'll also try to look to see what's trending on the internet, and I listen to my subscribers, because they'll send me messages saying, well, have you seen this? Did you know this is going on? Or they'll ask me a Bible question, and I'll take that Bible question and make it into a video.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So you work off the content, the feedback that you're given from your subscribers. Have you found that there's certain ways to get subscribers faster than other ways? Is there some sort of strategy or tactic that you have to get more subscribers?
You just got to make good videos that people like to watch, and they'll subscribe to your channel. But there are some tips and techniques that you can use to increase the number of call to actions so people can subscribe to your channel when they're watching a video. Like at the beginning of your video, encourage them to subscribe to your channel.
Mhm. Have you found that there's an ideal length of video that gets more views or that maybe pays better? I don't know if you've got ads set up, but yeah, what
Yeah,
have you found has worked best?
I do have ads set up, and I try to make videos that are about 10 to 15 minutes in length. And the reason being is because that's the sweet spot, the ideal number for the risk and reward factor. If you're making a video that long, it may take a week for you to get it out, so it's not that big of a risk if it doesn't get received well and it doesn't get good engagement and you don't earn much off of it. But if you spend a lot of time, like months, making a big video and then it ends up flopping, then that can hurt you.
Mhm. Have you found that we talked with Dustin about similar things and we talked for quite a while on thumbnails? Have you got a specific thing you like to do with your thumbnails that get more engagement than others?
Well, oftentimes I'll include a picture of myself in my thumbnails because there's a lot of people out there familiar with my channel, so they will know that's me. Or if I'm talking about maybe specific religious leaders like the Pope or Joel Osteen or something like that, I'll include a picture of them, and also craft a title and a thumbnail that complement each other.
Yeah, awesome.
And I also like to include titles in my thumbnails as well, words, and I make them big so they stick out. Because when people are looking at thumbnails on their phone, most of my viewers watch my videos on their phone, everything has to be legible. And I like to make them colorful because you want your thumbnails to stick out when people are scrolling through their feed on YouTube, so it will attract their attention, so they will click on your video and watch it.
Mhm. Now, with your ads, do you have any specific ads that you allow or disallow, or times that they turn on or off, or you just press the yes button and let the ads run?
Well, I have set up some filters in AdSense in order to block some types of ads, but it's hard to control everything because you can't monitor everything that is being released. But like when it comes to, I remember there were some ads about astrology that I noticed were popping up in my channel, and so I went and created a filter for that in AdSense to block that. And ever since then, I haven't noticed any ads about astrology. But I think, you can do some things to decrease some types of ads that you don't want, but it's kind of hard. I'd even say impossible to block everything you may necessarily not like. And I have ads enabled on my channel that really helps me maintain my channel. I would prefer not to have ads, but the reality of it is I don't make enough money without ads in order to be able to maintain my channel and be a full-time YouTuber.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any other income streams apart from ad revenue? Is there maybe Patreon or other merchandise?
Yeah, I use Patreon, and people could send me PayPal donations, and they do that. I also have sponsors which sponsor my YouTube channel, different ministries, and what they do is they pay me so I can advertise their ministries, services, or products on my channel. And I also sell Christian t-shirts. All of that helps. I think today, if somebody plans to be a full-time YouTuber, they need to find a way to have more than one revenue stream, because gone are the days when you could depend on AdSense to make a full-time living. It used to be like that for me, but a few years ago there was something called the AdSense apocalypse, where earnings from AdSense decreased dramatically, and YouTubers had to scramble and find some other revenue streams to maintain their channels.
So then do you get people reaching out to you with product placement sort of offers?
Yeah, because in the description of many of my videos, I have something written that says something like, for sponsorship queries, email me at this email. And there's my email address. And so people email me. And oftentimes it's like a new ministry which is starting out, and they want to grow their channel, and they're looking for some subscribers, and I help them out with that.
Yeah, nice. Now, feel free to not answer this question or dance around it however you like, but what sort of an income could one expect? Let's just talk purely AdSense, YouTube ad revenue, and not worry about the other things. What sort of income is generated by however many hits you get each month? Do you have like a monthly watch count, and what sort of income does that produce?
Well, I think the average earnings are about $2 for every 1,000 views that somebody gets on their videos.
Okay.
And so, it depends on how many videos you get on your videos, you'll get more money.
Right. Okay.
And really how that works is they don't necessarily pay you according to the amount of views that you have, but according to how many people click on an ad which is placed in or before or after your video or whatever. So you actually earn a commission based on people who click on your ads.
Okay, cool. Do you work with an editor or somebody else who helps you with your stuff, or do you edit everything yourself? You run the whole thing yourself?
Well, I have a social media manager who helps me, because not only do I have a YouTube channel, I also have various social media accounts like Instagram and Facebook, and also Twitter, although I question myself why I have Twitter, because it doesn't seem to get very good engagement. But my Facebook and Instagram are doing really well, and I want to thank my social media manager for that. His name is Matthew Bloomfield. He's from New Zealand. And what he does is he manages posts on my social media accounts. Also, a lot of people DM me on those accounts, and he responds to their messages. Like sometimes when I make a YouTube video, I will ask people if they're looking for a church near them, or if they want to get baptized, to contact me on social media. And what he will do is he will reply to them, and he'll help them find a church, where they can attend, or where they can get baptized. And in a video I did recently, I actually did that. I encouraged people to contact me if they were looking for a church. And then like a day or two later, I uploaded a post doing something similar to my community tab on YouTube. And then I talked to him after that, and I asked him how requests are going. And he said, I got so many requests, I lost count. I don't even count anymore.
So I guess that's my next question. Do you have like a specific call to action? Do you have a Bible study course you're trying to plug people into, or you're just hoping that people through this want to study the Bible and they reach out to other people to study the Bible? Where are you trying to take people?
Well, I want to lead them to specific places, like I do direct them to the Amazing Facts online Bible study guides, and a lot of people have signed up for those through watching my videos. And also I want to help them find an Adventist church near them. Those are some of my goals. And there's a lot of
Awesome.
people that have told me that they have found a church, that they have been baptized, or they have signed up for the Bible studies. And I actually use a bit.ly link to track the amount of people who click on links like for Bible studies, which I use in my video, so I can see how many people clicked on that link. And there's been thousands of clicks on that link.
Yeah, wow. Do you have a specific testimony that stands out to you?
Um, a specific testimony?
Yeah, of somebody who's watched your stuff and, has
You
gone
know
on
what?
to get baptized and
I got one that just came to my mind. Maybe this is
yeah.
not, she did end up getting baptized, but it was a girl I met in Poland. I remember I was going to a church here in Rzeszów a couple of months ago. And after I walked in, I noticed there were some people sitting at a table off to the left, because there's like a seating area where people sit and do little Bible studies or have lunch. And on the other side, that's where the chapel area is and everything. And she was sitting, this girl was sitting around a table with some people, and she looked at me and she waved, and I didn't recognize her. And so, I waved back to her. I was like, okay, whatever. And then I talked to her later, and she told me, I watch you on YouTube, and so I saw you and I waved to you. And when you waved back, I realized you didn't know me. And so I kind of shrunk from embarrassment.
Oh,
She
that's
said,
awesome.
yeah, she was living in the UK for a while, and she came to the Adventist church because she's Polish, but she came to the Adventist church because she came back to Poland, and she was watching me when she was in the UK, and some other Adventist preachers as well. And so she ended up going to the same church I went that day. And
Yeah,
later
wow.
on, a couple of months later, just recently, actually, she got baptized.
Awesome. Praise the Lord. Greg, I know I'm sort of rushing this a bit, but you're a family man. You're sitting in the car because you've got kids in the house, and I really appreciate your time. What's your next goal? Like, what do you want to do next? Or do you want to get to 1 million subscribers, or do you want to start a different channel? What do you want to do?
Well, I don't want to start a different channel because this channel is doing pretty well. And so, why stop a good thing? What I want to do is what I would like to do is I would like to build a team that I can work with. Right now I have a social media manager. That's one of the things I dream about, actually, building a team. I'm limited by my budget, but maybe someday in the future. But right now I have a social media manager. It would be nice to have like a dedicated video editor, maybe a script writer to help me write some more videos so I can make more Christian videos and reach more people. I know Jesus is coming soon, and I think it's important to reach as many people as we can.
Greg, maybe there's somebody watching this video who wants to help. If somebody wants to help or get involved, how could they reach out to you?
Well, they can email me at bibleflockbox@gmail.com.
Awesome. And maybe let's end on this one, because I know you've got to run and it's very late here as well. What's the best advice? Oh, okay. Last question. What's the best advice that you could give somebody who's looking to get started in YouTube ministry like this?
Just become familiar with the Bible. Pray and study the Bible so you have at least a basic understanding of the present truth before you start uploading videos to YouTube. Content is everything on YouTube. Maybe not everything, but it's a lot. It makes a big difference. And that is going to, so if you're putting out good videos with good content, you know what you're talking about, then that increases your chances for success.
Awesome. Greg, thanks heaps for your time, man. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the warmth in Poland.
All right, thanks. Thanks for the Zoom call, and God bless you.
Thanks, man.
Bye-bye.